Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, evening, whenever you're seeing this. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I do non-pop country music reactions here, and this is a gift request from Montauk Ed. And I actually wore this shirt. Grandfather Mountain is in North Carolina, which is where Ed moved to a couple of years ago from Montauk, New York. Two beautiful places. You got Montauk, which is stunning, and North Carolina, which is stunning, especially where my stepbrother lives in Banner Elk, and that's when I got this shirt. Anyway, Jeff Bates' song, I Can't Write That. I don't know the song. I think I've done one or two of Jeff's before. Yeah, I have, and I don't remember the names of the songs, but anyway, thank you, Ed, for this gift. Let's see what we've got going here. I Can't Write That. That is a fascinating title, because I write. And which Ed knew, but I can't write that. Is it too painful? Oh, it's gonna be. It starts with a piano like that.
I make my living with paper and pencil and an old guitar. I use melody and words that rhyme to tug at others' hearts, but mine is still too tender.
Ouch.
To put her on a page, 'cause I'd have to remember the day she went away.
Yeah,
I can't write that. I'd have to sing it, and if I sung it, I'd have to live it, and if I lived it would kill me. 'Cause she ain't ever coming back.
What also happens is that when we hear these songs of that, it reminds us of those situations that we went through, and then we're reliving it. But part of it, that's what we call shared pain, because it's like, oh, I get it. I'm not, the universe didn't single me out to have this brutality inflicted on me, but the only way to get over grief is to grieve. But I get what he's saying, man. Once you write it on paper, it's real, especially if you're a writer. That's like the way linguistics write for people who are verbally oriented versus, say, mathematically oriented, or artistically, painting it all. It's when you see it written or you write it yourself, that's when you know what you're thinking and feeling. And that makes it way too real. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Ed.
And that's too sad. I can't write that. I know memories last forever whenever you put them in a song. But I can't take the chance that this one would be a big one.
Oh.
And they'd play it on and on.
Yeah.
'Cause when it comes to her love, I get choked up and break down.
Nice backing there.
These feelings are just too much to share with you right now.
Is she also feeling it? I don't think so.
I can't write that. I'd have to sing it, and if I sung it, I'd have to live it, and if I lived it would kill me. 'Cause she ain't ever coming back, and that's so sad. can't write that. She ain't ever coming back, and that's too sad. I can't write that.
Interesting way to bring that in. Well, I don't know who wrote that, but I'll tell you, whoever wrote it lived it. And if that was Jeff, that was Jeff. I mean, a lot of us have lived it, but I love that when somebody is really good at their craft or in the right place, and songwriters, and you've got not just novelists, but you've got like newspaper writers, such, where they're in a position to put a thought out there where you can where they identify what it is that a lot of us feel and think. And music has entree into us because when we listen to a song, we let our guard down. We're not in it for politics or religion or arguing or whatever. Religion, I mean, there are spiritual songs. I get that part. But for the most part, we're in it to be entertained, to be in a good mood. And so we let our guard down. And the thoughts just hit us. So we're driving down the road and it's like, oh, like you didn't warn me. So it's a symbiotic relationship between the songwriter and the listener. And I remember years ago, I'd written a number of things. One book in particular on dance studio life, because my ex and I used to own a dance studio. And I was on the business side. She was on the artistic side because she was the ballet dancer and modern dancer. And we had like 20 teachers and, hundreds of students. But I was on the business side of it. So I wrote a book, and it was over 300 pages on what goes on in dance studios for parents to understand, for teachers to understand, and such. Sort of the hope was to bring people together because there were a lot of misunderstandings about who does what in dance studios. And it was over 300 pages, and I used to read a lot of books on writing. And I still love reading books and listening to seminars on the written word. But there was one thought in particular relating to this song where the writer said that one should only write what is going to be of benefit to the reader. And I thought, wow, because as you're getting into your own writing, you become enamored of, and you can sort of like love your own style after a while. And, ooh, I like the way I said that. And you don't realize that it's creeping in, that in a sense, you're writing for yourself. You're not writing for others. And so after I read that, I was like, well, I've got to go back in and look at the dance book. And within, I want to say a day, I cut 40 pages out. I discovered, and I've actually since reduced the book down to just over 100, and it's published on Amazon Kindle. But that said, when you're writing a song like this, it's for the benefit of the listener ordinarily. But this was too painful for him to put out there because God forbid it becomes a hit and it recycles constantly. It reminded me of Jennifer Nettles' song, Stay. Not just her song, but her performance. I reviewed it years ago. Many of you have seen it, and I've watched it a number of times. Not my reaction to it, but even other people's reactions to it. And you're like, ugh. But that's a song that's just, it's out there. There you go. Once it's out there forever. So he took his time. So, yeah, Ed, that was a good one. I mean, I love his voice. I love the way he sang it. I'm not sure if he wrote that. It would be fitting. I can't write that if he wasn't the songwriter. But either way, if he did write it, you could work with it. All right, I'll rate that. Oh, I just barely escaped the Montauk Ice Wagon Company making a camouflaged appearance at my doorstep. The number that popped into my head was a 9.0. And I don't even know if that was a subconscious way of avoiding having ice poured down my shirt. But no, I like the song, obviously. It gave me a lot to think about. So And the instrumentation was beautiful with the steel coming in, and they had the backing in there for just a brief moment to let you know she's not there anymore. They teased you with her backing very briefly, and then she was gone. I mean, it fits. So, all right, guys, you can thank Montauk Ed for that one. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.